Good morning students, welcome to the next video in model 1. In this video we are going to see two important topics in model 1 which is called as Flynn's classifications of computer architecture. The second topic is the differences between the multiprocessors and multicomputer. Let us go to the topic. The first topic is the Flynn's classifications of computer architecture. The computer architecture, as we know that it is a set of rules and methods that describe the functionality, organization and implementation of your computer system. When you take one computer architecture, there will be a communication between the CPU and memory system or between the processors with the memory system. How this communications will happen means in the type of instructions and data. So the flow of instructions and data is called as instruction streams IS and data streams DS. So based on the type of instruction streams and data streams, the Flynn's is one of the author and he is a famous in many of the computer architecture terminologies. He developed a Flynn's taxonomy, which is nothing but the classifications of computer architecture. Based on the types of IS and DS, he developed this computer architecture into 4 different types. Before that, we must know the meaning of IS and DS. So the stream IS is nothing but instruction stream. Here stream, it refers to a sequence or flow of either instruction or data which is operated by a computer. Here when you take one instruction, you can see the CPU and main memory here. This will be communicating in either in the form of instructions and data. So in the instruction, the flow of instruction from CPU to main memory is called as an instruction stream. It is an unidirectional one, whereas the flow of operands between the processor and memory in a bidirectional way is called as a data stream. So based on the data stream and instruction stream, the computers has been derived. What kind of instruction stream and what kind of data streams will be processing between these two means it may be a single instruction or it may be a multiple instruction. If more than one instruction is controlled by a CPU to the main memory or to its processor means that kind of instructions will be called as a multiple instruction streams. If it is a single instruction, it is called as a single instruction stream. So likewise, the data streams also differing. If it is a single operand processing between the CPU and main memory, it is called as a single data stream. If more than one operands are flowing between the CPU and main memory, that kind of streams are called as multiple data streams. So based on these 4 classification, Flynn have developed the computer architecture in 4 types, which are called as SISD, SIMD, MISD, MIMD. So SISD is nothing but single instruction, single data. SIMD is nothing but single instruction, multiple data. MISD is nothing but multiple instruction, single data. Where MIMD is the last one, which is nothing but multiple instructions, multiple data. Let us go to the topic one by one. The first topic is SISD. As we know that it has only single instructions and single data in between the control unit with the main memory and IO processors. As you can see the diagram in the right side, there is a one input and output terminal is there, and to process in between there is a one centralized control unit with the processing elements, where PE is nothing but processing element, where M is the main memory. Here this kind of assembly is called as a uniprocessor since it has only single instruction and single data to process, and this kind of SISD it corresponds to the traditional von Neumann computers, and it will not be coming to the advantages one, it will be most suitable for a simplified calculation, but when it comes for a specific application, this won't be effective one. Then where we can move on to the second type, that is nothing but SIMD, single instruction stream and multiple data, where the data which is processing between the memory and CPU will be more. That's what it is called as a multiple data stream. Different set of data is processed between the different processors. Here you can see the architecture of SIMD computers, where CU is single one, where centralized control unit is only one is there. From the centralized control units, there will be n number of processing elements along with its local memory. Here the memory which is shared between the processing elements is a local to its specific application. So that's what it is called as a local memory. Here you can see the n number of processing elements where it will be useful for a specific applications. Then the third type of computer architecture is MISD. where multiple instruction streams and single data stream is processed. You can see the diagram here. The instructions which is processing from control unit to the various processing elements will be more. So according to the one instruction, the data streams also will be processing, and this kind of instructions will be operate on a different data. So the data which is processing by the instruction will be differed by each processing element. So you can see the separate processing elements along with its separate dedicated controlling unit, and these processing elements will be connected together with this interconnection network. So this is called as MIMD structures. Then we can move on to the next topic, which is nothing but the differences between the multiprocessors and multi-computer. So the terms will be little confusing, but the correct definitions of multi-computer and multiprocessor is: the multiprocessor system is a one computer that has more than one CPU on its motherboard. So a computer which has more than one processor means that kind of computers are called as a multiprocessor, whereas multi-computer is made up of several computers, and each computer in that assembly will be called as a node here, and this computer has its own memory rather than the multiprocessors. So in multiprocessor you can see the one memory which is shared among many processors, but in case of multi-computer it has its own memory with its each computer, and that memory will be dedicated to its computer. So this is what the differences between the multiprocessors with multi-computer. Then based on the shared memory, how the memory is shared between the multiprocessor, the multiprocessor is again derived into three types. Three types are unified memory access, non-unified memory access, and cache-only memory access. So it is simplified as UMA architecture, NUMA architecture, and COMA architecture. So let us see one by one. The first type is unified memory access. From the name itself, it has its once shared memory, and the memory which is shared for its processors are taking a equal time. That means all processors have a equal access time to its all memory words, and also known as tightly coupled systems. So here the processors are classified into two types of processors. One is symmetric processor, another one is asymmetric processors. The processor which are having the capability to run all the executive programs are called as a symmetric processor, where only one set of processors which are executable are called as asymmetric processor. So likewise you can see the two different kinds of processor in the EMA architecture. The next type of architecture is NUMA, that means non-uniform memory access. From the name itself you can identify that the memory which is given for the processors will not be equal. So the access time will be varying according to its priority and according to its functionality of that processor. Here you can, in left side you can be able to see the global architecture, where the processors, many processors are accessing its own local memory, and how it is connected with the interconnection networks. The same arrangement will be scaled with more than one clusters. What is meant by clusters means some similar types of processors are clustered together, and it's having its own clustered network called CIN. CIN is nothing but cluster interconnection networks. Likewise, similar operations of processors are having its own one cluster. Likewise, if you see one large network, it may consist of n number of clusters, and along with its each cluster there will be a one global internetwork network that will be communicating with a global shared memory. So this is what the extension of non-unified memory access. And third one is the cache-only memory architecture, where it is very simplified architecture. We know the meaning of cache memory. Cache memory is introduced in between the processors with its delayed cache and with its internetworking network. So this is what the assembly of cache-only memory access. I hope so this video is useful for you. I will catch you in the next video about next topic. Thank you.